that should be. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to EFES. We're here for round number 7 of F2 division. We're here in Austin, Texas. I am sorry, I'm having a few technical issues right now. For some reason, all my audio decided to reset itself on OBS, so I'm just quickly fixing it before the drivers get out on the track. And is anyone actually out on track? Let's have a quick look. No. No is my answer. No is my answer. So I'll get a track map for you guys on screen, unless there's actually a lobby. I don't know. Well, someone leaving, so we'll quickly get you a lobby, a track on the screen. So here you are then, the circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, with its 20 turns, and I forgot how long it is. It's 2 active aero zones, so it's 3.425 miles long. 3 active aero zones from the for the final corner to turn 1, and then from turn 10 to 11, and then 11 to 12. I'm going to expect a lot of people to make some opportunistic moves into the hairpin of turn 10, and maybe again into turn 11, and maybe again into turn 12. But without further ado, we'll head into qualifying. And oh, never mind. We've got an entire session restart. Apparently, everyone is retiring. What's broke? Something's broke. Oh, that's what broke. Our host Johnny forgot to forgot to put part Fermi on, so we're gonna have to have a quick lobby restart, so to say. So I guess I could put on the standings on screen for you guys now, I guess then, since Johnny screwed something up. And here you are then, some standings for you then. So TDR at the top then with 68 points, 30 points ahead of Tight Esports, who had an amazing week last week with Nico winning the race for the team. And then we've got TRS, another 10 points behind Titan Esports. And then we've got Alien behind them. And we've got Alien behind them by 16 points. Then on 88 is MGA. Then UFRT is on 88. ESPL's on 61. Hyperdrive's on 56. VLX is on 56 as well. Neuro Esports team's on 50, and Turbo 10, who joined the grid last week, is only on 16 because they got that's some of the points they got last week. And so now I have to quickly just go through the entire friends list and just invite everybody who's meant to be in the session, because like I say, Johnny screwed up the settings. So we need to quickly invite everyone. Like, god dang it, Johnny. Gonna quickly go through. Just quickly going through the entire of my friends list. Got to invite everybody that should be in. There's load time. Yeah, it's annoying when this happens. Like you freaking lobby host mucked it up. Mask. And oh, Andy and Jup already blooming in. Yeah, this is pain. So I don't have like everyone added. Johnny does. It's just looking for them all. I definitely have Iker added. Oh, wrong person. This is a great start. This is a great start. We are missing just 2 drivers. Well, when Goose picks his car. Right, 1 driver now. And there he is. Who else is missing? There's 2 drivers missing. Oh, it's freaking hug. Oh my god. Don't know, it's freaking hug. Right, everyone's in now. Just go double check these settings for Johnny. Those are right. Circuit's right. That's right. That's right. Right, we should be getting going at then. Lobby settings are fixed, so attempt number 2 at this. So I'll get these off screen, bring this up one last time. So the Circuit of the Americas track, 3.425 miles long, 20 turns, 3 active aero zones, and a few elevation changes. So obviously you go up to turn 1 and down the hill. So this will be Funarino, as I now need to get my clipboard and have the right map on it. That is spelled there. That we're just going to ignore what that sound was for a minute. I need to find the right track map. Right, so this goes back here. Because as I need the right track map. This it? Yeah, that's it. There we go. One Circuit of the Americas. That's and on the clipboard it goes. There we go. So here we are then. Hopefully this time we're in qualifying and nothing else should go wrong, hopefully. And we should get underway. We're just waiting now for drivers to get setups on and get racing, and we'll get on board with the first driver who comes out on track. So I've got a nice, lovely thing. So what I've done when it comes to commentating, I've purposely printed out like every single track map. I have it in like a little folder, and then I have a little clipboard for it. It's just so I don't have to have a track map on my second monitor. I can literally just have the game open and OBS open, so I don't have to worry about anything else. But right now, I'm just waiting for someone to go on track, and I see movement at the Aston Martin garage. So it's one of the Astons going out. So that's UFRT. That's leaving the garage first. Which one is it? Is it Eric or is it... was it Simon? Simon? What was this? Simon Wuchek? I know I'm saying his last name wrong, but I'm not saying the first name. Because to me, it looks like how you would say Simon, but the French way, if you get what I mean. But it's not the French. It's not spelt like the French way. It's the put. Okay, yeah, there we go. Thank you for correcting me there, Jezza. I wasn't entirely sure. It just looks like it's supposed to be Simon, but it sounds like I'm saying it the French way, but it's not the French spelling. That's all it sounds like. I'm hoping I'm saying it correctly when I say Simon, right? Yeah. Okay. I will say Simon. Okay. I will say Simon because it's the British way for it. Okay. So I was right the first time. Apparently rain at some point in quality and at the end plus end of race. Okay, end of the race ain't that bad. End of the race ain't that bad. Thank you for the update. So yeah, we have 21 drivers in this session. We are one short. TDR's second driver hasn't turned up yet, so that is a shame. So we are just waiting for them. So hopefully they'll ping Johnny for an invite a bit later. But anyway, we're gonna ride on board here with Simon as he comes around the track for the first time. As he now comes up. Goes down the start finish straight up the hill towards turn 1. When I start braking just before the end of the pit light line. And then power back down the hill as we come around turn 2. And then into the very twisty first sector through 1, 2, 3, like 4 bends. And first sector ends just after turn number 7. Sorry, turn 6. Sorry, just after turn 6. And Simon's already invalidated, so we go on board with that Aldi behind him, which will be Luton. I need to get a pen actually, so I can write, so I can put the markers. Not happening. I need to put markers on this track map to show me where the first sector and second sector splits are. So it's right here. There we are. There we go, and we're just right. Sector to start. Sector 3. There we go. Alright. So then, Luton for ESPL then coming around went around the triple right, and now it's coming towards turn 19. Don't want to get too deep on the exit of 19 because you can invalidate the track. So ESPL Luton will set the benchmark, and that is a 1:32.332. We got another Aston Martin in the background. We got a Red Bull in the background of Danny Andy, who's gone 2 tenths faster. Then we got an Aldi coming across the line as Joe goes up to P1 with a 31.7. I got poor time for hiccups. It's not Ryan. Well, Trill's next across the line, 31.1, just by his teammate. Colour? Is this how you say it? Colour? Does a 31.2. Hugon has gone up to 8th. Frank Tank's doing a 32.6. Andy, slowest of everyone so far. Who just shot at the board? That was Tio shot at the board, and someone is spinning around. That's Eric. We've got Optic starting our lap. We've got Ica on 1 lap. Anton is back in the middle sector. Mask has just started. Simon is... Oh, he's definitely going again. So we're right on board with the UFRT driver. As he's coming through the last sector. Good evening, Bonfo. Got a lot of TRS supporters in chat. Right. So Simon F.O. UFRT is going to finish his lap then. Up to line, the Polish driver will go up to P2 by 0.08 of a second. And now I believe it's Anton next. Anton for Neuro coming up to line does a 32.4. Won't be Optic next. It's not Lucas. Ica then shoots up to 4th. Cagoose has gone up to 3rd. Andy's just shot up to 3rd. As I'm trying to find someone on lap. We've got Optic just coming out the last couple of corners. Optic around the last corner for TTN. Oh, a bit of a wobble there. But still decent lap. It's a 32.1. God, if it's a 31.1, Jesus Christ, it'd be fastest. But yeah, so a couple slides I saw there from Optic in the last few corners, so that if he corrects those, it could be even better for him. But I think that's everybody done except for Lucas, who's coming up last corner. But it's currently slowest of everyone so far with a 33.3. And R77 PB also has a 33.3. Mask looks like he's going again. So we're going to ride on board of him as he's on the middle sector, coming through the chicane here of 8 and 9. And now back onto the power 4, the flat out turn 10. Small little active aero zone, and onto the brakes for the hairpin of turn 11. Taking that nice and neatly. And now back onto the power for the flat all the way down to turn 12. Turn 12, if you take this perfectly, you can cut it quite a bit on the inside. Does he do that? Yes, he does. Look, I think he had a little wobble there on the exit. So coming for the middle sector, personal bests for him. Obviously, he hasn't got a valid lap time. Now, coming through 15 and 16. Turn 16, I expect some people might make a little bit of a lunge up the inside, because you often take the wide line at 16, but you can take the inside line to get a cheap overtake. And now coming around the last corner there, Mask. Currently no time on board. Where does he go? He goes up to P4. Very nicely done there. Let's see if I can just put this. I'm always annoyed when I can't put the clipboard anywhere to fix. Let's move that. Let's put this all the way up like that, and then I could stick it just there. That's perfect, actually. That couldn't be that could not be a more perfect spot. Oh yeah, and this week I'm gonna warn you all once. If anyone makes death jokes about TRS Andy, I will make sure you're banned, because I will not have it. Because I saw a few of them last week and I just ignored them. So please respect other drivers. Like, I understand TRS Andy is a deaf driver, so it would be slightly more difficult for him in races, but the man has a lot of pace. He's been showing like a lot of pace, so yeah. I have to say it this week, because not once, not twice, but 3 times, courtesy of Bonfo, I missed the messages completely. So I'm warning people now. I will not have people disrespect other drivers just because they have like issues. In this case, Andy's issue is he is deaf, which I've got to give him a lot of respect for him being able to be a driver. Oh yeah, no worries, Bonfo. I was going to mention it at some point anyway, because it is disrespectful if people just take the mickey out of people just because they're different. Like, so I do actually feel sorry for Andy, obviously, because you do realistically having your hearing would help a lot with the game, but yeah, but even though he is deaf, he is, like I said, he's very quick. So yeah, people should be Rory, but some people, like, to be fair, I think actually the person who was one of the people who's had issues with him is actually in this race. So if Andy, if Andy uh, beats that guy, I'll be happy. So say I'm not having people disrespect other people. It's just not having it. And I will happily stand up for people who have issues like Andy, because it's no, I just will not accept it. I see. You're supposed to treat everyone in the community with love and respect. So, and oh, Job's gone faster. Mask and Anton just finished P1 and 2 in the official Danish Championship. GG. Oh really, Dennis? What track were they doing? Because I'm actually kind of curious. What track did he finish first and second in? So if it was Kota, then goddamn, you guys are gonna have such an advantage. Because what? Where's Mask? Mask is P5, and Anton is P14. Oh. The Titan drivers are giving each other the big suck. That's it. Frank has improved up to P8, so he's given Optic the good old slip, and now Optic's gonna try and get a better time on the board. Currently P11 right now. Optic around the last corner. What's it going to be for the TTN driver? A 4/10 improvement puts them P3. Very nice indeed. As Ike has also improved. Ah. Job has a challenger for pole position. Ike is looking very close. As why is the Bard retired? Austria, Japan, Hungary. What, they did 3 races in a row? What? Why are they doing 3 races in a row? Well, you're definitely not on a lap. Right. Here we go. We're going right on board with Andy. Our resident fastest deaf driver I know. That's a compliment, by the way, because I know a couple of other deaf drivers and they are not as quick as Andy. Like, it clearly shows Andy has put some dedication into this game and into esports. I'm sorry, how's that not track limits, sir? How is that not track limits? I'm sorry, he was so close to invalidate his lap at literally exit the final corner. No, it's a qualification for the championships, not random. Oh, okay. So it's 3 quali sessions. Ah, okay. Okay then, thank you for clarifying that, Dennis, because I was so confused. If they've done 3 races back to back to back, why are they racing a 4th? Why are they doing a 4th race? Track limits on this track are so bugged. Oh, are they now, Rory? Ah. That'll explain why Andy didn't invalidate at the last corner then, because he should have. Because he was, I'm pretty sure all 4 wheels were over the white line on the exit of the last corner. And he didn't invalidate, which is actually hilarious. Alright, are you on a lap mask, or are you giving your teammate the big slip? Well, your teammates are in 11th. I think they're both on a lap. We got Andy, Danny, and Krill just coming out. Sorry, Kill. I say this is Master 3-3, isn't it? Oh, right hand up the board. If you could come, I think if you run wide at some corners and if you stay off the track for a certain amount of times, it stays valid. Oh, I remember this bug. Yeah, it happened. This is a bug at Japan as well. In TT, you could actually cut the entire final chicane, and if you stayed off the track, the entire lap was valid. Was valid. Sorry, not in TT. In GP mode, it was a thing. I don't know if it was in multiplayer as well. I know in GP mode you could do it, because I did it a few times. Yeah, I was cheeky. I was abusing a bug. Yeah, it's certain tracks that have that for some reason. I don't know why. Masker's retired from the session. Way! And that's Master spinning around at turn 16. That explains a lot. Yep. That explains a lot. The rain is here. So that is it then for qualifying. Rain is here. Everyone's struggling. Everyone's going to be in the bin. And that's quali over. With Joe up at the top. I forgot about the rain. Thank you, Rory. You reminded me that the rain was coming. So everybody's going to be into the pits. Right, I'm adjusting my setup so I can stand up for a bit. My butt is hurting in this chair. And that should not be one. Right, I'm going to have to just quickly move my chair. Because I'm standing up for this. So I can have a look at the chat out of the corner of my eye. Yep, so here's the rain, and that is going to bring a brief up end to this session, and we'll get through a full grid order. I need to find some way to lift that up. Right, give me 1 sec. Give me 1 second. We'll go through the classification first, and then we'll think. So Joe then at the top then for TRS as Ica in P2, then Optic, Andy, Culver, Simon, Mask, Goose, Luton, Frank Tank, Rian, Anton, Andy, Danny, Krill, Tio, R77, Eric, Huggen, Lucas, the Bard, and Bourbon Boy as the last qualifier. And I'll be right back. Does not look safe enough. Is this better? So I'm just trying to do something. Needs to be just a touch higher. There we go, perfect. Yeah, because I am just standing up, so just, I don't know. For some reason, I have an issue with my chair and it keeps sinking at the worst time, so it's like, screw the chair, I can sit over there. I'll stand up. Do it like the proper commentators do, because I'm pretty sure the proper commentators like stand up as well. So I might sound a little try my best to combat that best I can. Obviously, now we're just waiting for drivers to finalise their setups, their race strategies, and whatever else. As that is not good to see. One of the ESPO drivers has disconnected at the wrong time, so that kind of sucks for him. Hopefully, he got everything ready before that happened. Because if he got everything ready before that happened, he should be okay when he rejoins the session. It just means his AI is going to take control of him for the first couple of corners. Obviously, I'm not going to tab out onto Discord because Johnny's in the lobby as well, so Johnny will be getting all the drivers back into a session if they actually disconnect at any point during the session. I'm just here to give you all the juicy commentary that's going to happen in this race. And so I'm going to make sure I put on a decent driver's perspective so I can think as here we go. Lights are on. 4, 5 lights. And lights are, and away we go for round 7 then. As it looks like Joe up and Ica and again a good start, but I think Ica's got the best start then over. Oh, never mind. Optic's got the best out of all 3 of them. And Optic straight into the lead of this race. Ica now dropping down to 3rd. And Joe back into 2nd. But Optic's round. Optic's been tagged and he's dropped further back. He's all the way down to 11th now. That is not good contact there, I believe, with Ica or Joe up. One of the two has just sent him round. So that's not good as Andy's already on the move. He's going to try to go on the outside. We've got full course. We've got a virtual safety car deployed. Okay. Oh, that's why, because the other hyperdrive driver is out. Didn't even notice that. Oh, a full safety car is now out. Okay. Well, that's going to neutralise the grid. So, let's have a quick look then. Who's the biggest winner then of this first lap commotion? It looks like Tio's the biggest gainer before the safety car came out. 4 places gained for him. Biggest loser right now would be Optic, who's lost 9. And just if you're curious, here's your tyres. The only person to start on the hard tyre is Andy Danny. He did this strategy last week. He did the alternate strategy last week at Zandvoort. What happened? You beats me, Bonfo. I don't know. I missed what happened. R77 at some point has crashed at the back of the grid and has brought the full safety car. Optic did get into the lead of the race, but then was tagged by either Joe Up or Ica, but I couldn't see what happened. No, there could have been. I don't know. Cause just cause it's all ghosted for me on my screen, they might not be ghosted for them. I don't know what actually happened until I get until I see a POV of what happened. But I think Optic also got damage out of it. Actually, did he actually get damage? Where has he gone? I think he got damage as well. Well, there's a couple wing changes as well. I think Optic got wing damage. Let's have a quick look at this. No, he didn't. He's just coming in for a default. That's just a default stop. Okay. Interesting you stop under a safety car, though. Interesting. I understand if you got damage. In the case of the Bard and Bourbon Boy, both of them had no front wing at all. So that's understandable that they were both into the pits, but yeah. Yeah, it looks really odd what happened to Optics. Like, we'll have to wait and see. He might have a POV for us later. Obviously, possible strategies on the board, but we just ignore those because they are actually wrong, and they're always wrong. I'm pretty sure the medium tires will not last 12 laps. They would last about 10. But with the safety car being out, now they'll probably last about 12 laps. So this, like I said, this will be interesting to see them. So Optic, Bard, and Bourbon Boy are all on the hards. Obviously, Bourbon Boy and Bard both got new front wings. Andy Danny starts on the hards, so he's gonna possibly lose some places. So that is but it is a shame for Optic. I don't know what, like I said, don't know what actually happened to him. Yeah, he's like now 15 places. So it's just mouth in chat saying prediction equals Mask pole. Mask was not pole. Mask got P5, I think, or P7. No, it was Sorry, P7 he qualified. He was P7. He was P7. Yeah, but win the race. Oh, you think Mask will win? No. With Andy in this race? Nah. I assume my money's on to win this race, and hopefully I've not just jinxed Andy. If Andy does get jinxed by me saying that, I'm sorry, TRS. I am not trying to jinx your driver. To be fair though, TRS can thank Lewis Morgan last week for jinxing both your drivers. So, there's that. Yeah. Andy, he won. Trust. He won. Yeah, it did come for you last week, Bonfo, didn't it? Like what Matty defending against one of the TTN drivers last week. He defended like way too late and caused that collision. So it was pretty much a self-report, in my opinion, from TRS, because it was a bit of a late defense. And then I think Andy also raced last week for TRS as well. He got screwed by, I believe by the one of the racing bulls. I believe he got screwed by. But yeah, Captain Spoon be like, when's my big race time? My debut didn't go to plan. Oh dear. Right, anyway, safety cars in this lap. Joe will lead the grid through the final sector here as they're all coming through. Do not go side by side there, Mr. Simon. Do not go side by side with another driver, that's a bad idea. No, it was a killer who spun, I think. Nah, Andy didn't spin last week. That's twice he's left the session now. Lowton definitely has internet issues. Because Lucas... Why is Lucas like almost 2 seconds off the back of Master? Like, what the heck? He's 2 seconds off. What is he doing? Okay, he's back into... So, Joe, when are you going to go, Joe? Are you going to go now? Oh, he's gone now. There we go. He's gone. He has gone. So Joe now will start running away. Hopefully he'll not do anything too things. It looks like Frank's gonna get a bit racy there. I thought Frank was gonna go for a move down the inside of the Haas. As people behind are going side by side. One of the Mercedes is fighting at the back here with the Red Bull, and they're still going side by side as Anton's getting past Tio through this first sector. As it looks like Simon's getting right on the back here of Cola. Well, it's like nothing really happening here at the front, but there's a bit of a gap. Between Cagoose. But it looks like Krill's getting past Huggin further back, as one person's going completely wide and been overtaken. As we got actually a change of the lead. Actually, Ika getting past Joe up, which is kind of surprising. I thought Joe could keep that place for a lot longer, but Joe now into second place. Oh, no one's going to be ambitious at turn 16. Oh, come on. I want to see somebody try and overtake at 16. It's actually kind of cool if I see someone make a move at turn 16, because it's not an overtaking place you would think. I saw a lot on last year's game. So if somebody would go wide, somebody could take like the inside line and just cut in the inside of them. That was always amazing to see. But anyway, Ika then in the lead, fastest up of the race. It looks like Simon's going to try to get past the Haas driver, and has done. No, it's side by side. Haas is going to have to go wider. This is allowing Mask to have a look. We've got yellow flags as Krill's into the pits, probably for damage. But looks like Mask is having to settle for P6, just couldn't get anywhere near the LMG driver. As it looks like, like I say, and as I will go on board of Joe up here. I think he'll try and make a move past Ika into turn 12. If he's close enough. If he's not close enough, I think Andy will say, bro, get out the way. It's my turn to have an attack. But I don't think he's going to be close enough. No, he's not going to try and dive. Is anyone actually close enough? Oh, Rian might be close to Cagoose, as he's on the inside of the Goose. Still on the inside, trying to get ahead of the AGM driver, but it's on the inside now of turn 16. Still side by side, these two clearly just not giving each other an inch of a mile, but looks like the Cagoose has got back ahead of Rian. Never mind, he's going a bit wide, and Rian's going to try to go on the outside. Nope. Bit of contact there between the two of them. Rian got a bit deep, but with them all fighting, they have lost the front 6. So this is going to cost them time, because obviously Cagoose has lost the battery deployment, as further back Optic is going ahead of Huggin, as here goes Frank up the inside of Eric for P11. Frank obviously not having the best of starts. As trying to recover nicely, and his next victim will be Teo, as Krill's first person on the track to get 3 seconds for track limit violations, as Luton has finally rejoined the session. I assume you two are talking probably talking Danish in the chat or something. That's my guess. That's just a guess, but I'm not 100% sure. Because like if you're talking to me, I obviously I can't read that language. Rian this time is not fighting with Cagoose. He's fighting with Anton, as Anton trying a thing, but Rian's going to turn into trying to turn into overtake onto the Goose, forces the Goose a bit deep, so he's having to give that place back. He's going to try and no, I don't know Danish. I do not know. Oh, Rian's got 3 seconds for track limits. Oh, he's side by side here with Anton. And it's still side by side of Anton. These two are squabbling really over P8, and this is just not helping him at all, as obviously the two drivers ahead of him have also dropped out the thing. That's too bad. It's fine. Like, if you talk to each other in Danish, that's fine. But if you can talk to me, please make sure it's in English so I can read, because the only language I know is English. So, these lot are still squabbling, as Rian's gonna try again to get past the Goose, and the Goose is not giving it up. Yeah, and both of them off the track, and both of them get 3 seconds for cutting that corner. Nice bit of wheel hooking. The Goose could probably, well, I don't know. That's just great. So, Cagoose and Rian both getting pens, as Andy's under attack here from Simon here. But they're side by side as they come down towards turn 12. Simon on the inside of the TRS driver. But he's going to try and get the move done. Slightly later on the brakes, contact made. Andy gets forced off the track just a little bit. But Simon gets the place. But Simon was ahead at the corner, so he had the right to decide. But I think there's a little bit too much. As obviously Frank's got past Teo. I missed that. Frank is now somewhat in this fight as well with Anton, Rian, and Cagoose. These guys fighting that much have dropped 2 seconds off Kulna, who's ahead of Mask, but those two are a full second, over a second off, as Anton now picks up 3 seconds for track limit violations, as Rian and Goose are still freaking at it. These two just can't decide who wants 7th place. Like, who wants it more, the Goose or the LMG driver? As Frank's now getting past Anton behind. And it looks like they've both gone deep. Frank's going to take full advantage here, round the outside of the Goose. And it's still side by side, but the Goose just shoving Frank out a little bit wide. And the Goose will keep P8. Frank trying to make an ambitious move there. Almost had it, but it's absolute crazy. Why do you want the gap to leader, Sergi? Oh, another 3-second pen for Bard. There you go, gap to leader. So these guys are now like 7 seconds off the leader. Oh, I know why you want it. Okay. Yeah, so you can tell Iker where he'll drop down to. He'll drop behind Huggen. Because around here... Oh! What's happened to Frank? Come on, drivers! Stop being killed! Like, the frick! This is crazy. Oh! And there goes Rian. Into the wall as well. There's the pens. Yellow flags are out. Andy's into the pits for his first stop. There we go. Hashtag stop killing Frank. Yeah, I swear, every time Frank drives, he gets murdered. And, well, TDR's not getting points this race because one driver in the race and the other driver is now just DNF'd. So yeah, Simon is cooking. He's in P2 right now behind Iker. So Iker still in the leader's race. Simon could challenge him here, because look how close the UFRT driver is behind the Hyperdrive driver. And looks like he could be trying to make the move into turn 12 as he's getting closer. Will he go for it on the brakes? He's going to try and send it. Yes, he is on the brakes on the inside of Iker. But no. Iker gives him the space but not able to get it. That is a shame. As Andy Danny is trying to get past Optic further back. But no. Not getting that. Optic obviously is on the harder tyre, so he will have to pit again at some point. He'll just be hoping and praying as a late safety car. So right now his tyres will be better than everybody else's right now. As Iker, Simon's into the pits. Iker stays out for another lap. Same with Joe, as Culver's in as well. So P2 and 5 in this race are both into the bin. None of these guys hear it going into the bin. I was right on board with Optic as he might go for the move on the inside of Eric going into turn 1. No, went for the fake dive bomb, but just cannot get past the other UFRT driver. Eric will stay ahead of Optic, but they've almost lost a 1 second to the rest of the crew. As we're going to go back on board with these guys further ahead with Cagoose and Anton. But I don't think anything's really going to happen here. So Andy boxing a lap earlier didn't actually jump Simon. He didn't jump Simon at all. Simon's come out ahead of Andy still. So Andy going for the undercut has just not worked out for him. Did Andy pit? Yep, Andy pitted Titan and Rory. He just pitted. He pitted 2 laps ago. 2 laps ago, as I'll bring on the tyres for you. There you are. He's been on his tyres for 1 lap, so this is his 2nd lap on these tyres. So he has pitted. So obviously, I feel obviously for this is why I say he is like your most important thing. Well, racing, because you need him for engineering. Obviously, I do feel sorry for Andy. Like he won't not be able to get help from like engineers, which is a shame for him. As a few people just picked up pens with track limits. I saw like somebody getting one before Lucas. Who was it? Goose already had it. Antoine had it. Oh, it was Huggen. So everybody's into the pits. Even Frank's into the pits. Krill getting another 3 seconds for track limit violations. Wait, how has Frank jumped Eric in the pits? I must have missed that. Okay. Right, so... where was that? Oh yeah, let's go on board with Joe. Oh, oh, hello, what's going on here? Contact there between Joe and Huggen, and looks like Simon's going to get past both of them, and Andy's going to try and get past Huggen as well. As all 3 of them are going through. Oh, contact there between Joe and the Aston. Maybe Joe did Joe pick up damage? He's going to go for the move there, but not quite getting it. Oh, come on, Joe. He's struggling to get past, so Ica and Mask are now into the bin after 12 laps. They should not have to pick it. No, he's still got a front wing. Okay, good to know. As Simon's getting past Lucas. Obviously, Lucas should be in the pits. Why is he not in the pits? Huh. Interesting. So, it's just curious as well, when will Optic pit for his 2nd stop? He's in the lead by 3 seconds. Ahead of Andy Denny, who's got the Bourbon Boy behind him. As Dennis and Malf are talking Danish in the chat. I hope you're talking about your drivers. No, you're good, bro. You're good, bro. It's more like I want to try and understand. It's more like I want to try and understand what's going on, but it's just I don't know Danish. I have no clue what's going on. It's me just trying to understand a language I don't know. So it's fine. W engineering in the chat. Ah, okay, that's what you two are doing. Yeah, that is helpful. Lucas obviously hasn't pitted, so now Joke's got past him. Simon's got past Bourbon Boy. And Andy's got past Lucas. Lucas is very deep, so now Mask will get past him as well. And so will Culver. And now these guys have a little bit of a gap towards Bourbon Boy. But the net race leader is this guy right here. This is Simon. As Bourbon Boy's into the pits after 11 laps on his hards? Yeah, it's been on the hards for 11 laps. Why are you pitting? Bro, your hards should not be dead. Your hearts should not be dead. Oh yeah, Simon's definitely cooking. He's got a 2.5 second gap to Joe up. And he's almost back within the second of Iker. Obviously, these two are the net race leaders. Like, he's trying to get back in touch, but he's just not able to. So just going to go back on board here with the two TRS drivers and with Mask and Culver. They're trying to slowly catch up, but Andy's losing touch of his teammate, which isn't good as Luton picks up 3 seconds for track limit violations, being driver number 8 on the I'm picking up pens. I say, Joe needs to slow down just a touch to let Andy keep the battery boost. So if Andy loses battery boost to Joe up, then he's gonna struggle to keep up, because he's gonna be under pressure a lot from Mask and Culver. So hopefully the TRS boys can work something out, but I guess Job's just not doing that. He's not helping his teammate. Okay, got it. Can we see pens? Yes, you can, Dennis. Give me 1 second. Luton left the session again, and there's your pens. So Lucas, Anton, Goose, Krill, Eric, Huggen, Rian, and Luton all have pens, but Krill and Rian both have 6. No worries. Let's see, who's getting the most places right now? It will be Andy with 11. Biggest loser right now would be Luton, who's lost 9. Then Rian's lost 6. But that's Rian's own fault, because he binned it. Lucas hasn't pitted. Lucas has done 13 laps on those medium tyres. How have they not popped? What? What? How have you made your mediums last that long? Like, god damn. Because those should have popped by now. Obviously, Optic is definitely faster than Andy Danny's. Andy Danny's also been caught by Iker. Oh, Andy Danny's just picked up 3 for track limits. That's driver number 9. 10 to go. As Iker up the inside of Andy Danny into turn 1 and gets that move relatively done very easily. Now Simon's going to have to go for it. As Rian's now picking up 3 more, so he's on 9. Oh dear. That is a rotten shame. Let's get these tires off the board. There we are. So yeah, Optic's got a 5-second gap to Iker, so let's see how quickly Iker catches. Actually, I want to see this one. Roughly how long does it take to... How long roughly does it take for a pit stop around this track? About 20 seconds, isn't it? Something like that, around this track. 20, 21 seconds, something like that. So if that's correct, he should come out ahead of Lucas. If my maths is right. If Optic was to pit in the next couple laps, which he definitely will, he'll come out somewhere P12, P13 if I'm not wrong. 19.3. Okay, thank you, Rory. So yeah, it more or less makes sure, yeah, he'll come out in P12, P11 then. As Frank's getting past. Andy Danny's just dropping places like crazy. Well, there we go. Optic's now in the bin. And he'll do 12 laps on the medium tyre. So this will drop into around, did I say P11? Something like that anyway. Oh. I was wondering when another hyperdrive driver was going to show up to cheer on the owner, because I'm pretty sure Ica is the owner of hyperdrive, and probably is their best driver. Sorry, Alex. So it's why, well, Ica's raced 2 times before for EFS, and I'm pretty sure both those 2 times he got a podium out of it. First time he raced, he got 3rd. Last time, I think it was in Hungary he raced, and he got the race victory, if I'm not mistaken. He's on for another race victory today, but he's gonna have to be he's gonna have to fight with a Simon over it, as it looks like Andy's fighting a mask here. Go on, Andy, on the inside, lads. Go on, later on the brakes, later on the brakes. No. Oh, Andy's definitely giving Mask the space, but Mask keeping keeping first for now. Right, how quickly is Opta gonna get blitzed through these people? Right, let's do that. Now is it that? No, it's that one. Oh, he's already got past Andy Danny already. It will now be after a goose. Yeah, Cagoose is getting called Goose, I don't care. Cagoose the Goose. Cagoose the Goose. Yeah. So, let's go back on board here. Back on board with Andy then, as he's still fighting away with Mask and Culver. Culver just clearly buying his time. Andy obviously right on the back of Mask, but will he try again as Simon's getting closer to Ica? So it could be between Ica and Simon for the victory. But right on board here with Andy is he's too far back this time around for Mask, so he can't even make a move. Optic is going to try and probably make a move on the Cahoose. No, he's not close. He's not close enough either. Yeah, no one's really close enough to make any moves, which is annoying. So I've got like nothing to commentate right now. Oh, that's massive. Mask has broken the 1 second to Andy. Oh, that's massive. That's a big one. Simon picking up 3 for track limit violations, and out of nowhere as well, he has lost 0.8 of a second. Well, I could definitely guess the win now at this point. Not one of Andy's favourite tracks. Okay, I kind of figured that, but like I'm not surprised Andy races every week for TRS, because obviously he is one of your best drivers. So it's called, you're just going to abuse the poor lad for his race pace. Oh, what's happened to Rian? He's retired on track. Did he retire on track, or did... Because I just got disturbed by my parents. I just had to mute for a second while they were talking to me. We would give a... He is fighting for the championship. That's why he wants to do it. He is P1. And we would give others race time as well if he... okay. He wants P1 in the Drivers' Championship. Okay. I get that, Bonfa, but it's like... I know I'll tell you this for a fact. Simon? You good, Simon? Okay. I know for a fact that at Titan Esports, we definitely try and give all our drivers race time. Like, we don't play favorites. Like, if you mark attendances, we basically pick the best two drivers with their best PBs. And from their overall pace. Usually Frank and Optic are better than this, but both of them have been murdered. So Frank and Optic would be fighting for the lead, but both of them did get murdered. So there's not much they can do if they get murdered. Nah, I get it, but it's a request to race EFES for the. No, that's fair. I totally understand that. Like if it was one of my drivers, I would probably be saying the same thing, Bonfo. So I do respect your team's decision to have Andy race every week. But it's like, I don't think there's even any prize for coming first in the drivers' championship. I just guess it's just it'll boost his ego, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. There's nothing to commentate right now. It's just the only close battle is these guys here. Andy is in trouble here, definitely. He's got Anton behind him, and then Optic and Frank are also coming up because there's the two McLarens behind him. Hey Bonford, do me a favour. Get Andy to slow these two down for me. Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, so Andy already has a lot of points in the championship, but it's like, yeah. Right now, he seems to be struggling a little bit. Ever since he lost the train to his teammate, Mask has just gone away. Job's almost into second place, by the way. If Job can gain 7/10 of a second to Simon, he'll get into it as Krill's picking up another 3 seconds. So Andy going defensive here. Oh, small lockup. Oh, small lockup and goes deep. Very deep. As Culver gets past. Oh, becomes a bit dangerously and makes contact with Anton. As Anton also will make his way past as well. But a major error there by Andy has just cost him 2 places. And has also almost brought in the TNT boys into... the TTM boys into this, and actually has. Frank is in the 1 second. So these two are now part of this little train. So one mistake from Andy has actually brought in the Titan drivers into this race, back into this race now. Simon has 6? What? When did Simon pick up... what? I missed that. Hang on, let me do... oh shit, he does. Oh shit. So Mask could get a podium out of this yet. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lasso. I didn't even know he picked up another one. I missed that. He might have picked that up when I wasn't paying attention. Thanks to my parents. Yeah, just... yeah, I did not know he had 6. So he'll drop to 4th. Hey, and there goes Culver. Culver with the mistake has gone round and he's dropped to the back of this little pack. So, Anton now into 5th place. When did Optic get a pen? Bruh! Optic! What are you doing, lad? Ah, for God's sake. Ah, Jesus. Didn't even know Optic got a pen. Right on board with Frank as he's in the middle of this pack. Mask is slowly closing up on Joe up, and Job's losing time to P2, so that's not good. But to be fair, if Job can stay within the 6 seconds of Simon, he'll be fine. Frank is right on the back of Andy here. Ooh, I thought he was going to go for the final corner there. That would have been interesting if he did. He might go for it in turn 1 though. Nope, we're going to have a little switcheroo between the Titan Esports drivers. This Optic's going to go ahead of Frank. Because Optic's also put another set of hearts. I thought he put another set of mediums on, but I forgot. He already used his medium type, so we don't need to put another set of mediums on. Alright, come on lads. Says that Optic needs to get past Anton if Optic was thing. That's big. So Optic will only drop to 8th now. So that is huge. Yeah. AMS downfall needs to be studied. Why is things going really bad at AMS? Like, I knew things had got bad at AMS because all their best drivers were leaving. Nope, we got yellow flags. Italian racer. Is that Ricky? No, yeah, Andy does have 0 pace for some today. Oh, he's in the bin. He's in the pits, same as Anton. Oh, Rain's here, that's why. I forgot about this. Someone said this was coming. I completely forgot about this. Oh. Welcome to the party, the Rain. The Rain is here. Oh, this is going to change things. Oh, oh, God. The front lot have stayed out. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yep, slide in. I forgot about the Rain. Well, the Rain has now joined the party. Everybody's in. Except for the front 7, actually. Yep. First 7th haven't pitted, but it's obviously Optic couldn't because Frank was coming in, so Optic's having to stay out for another lap. He should be fine though. He's on 7 lap old hards. He's got plenty of grip. As here goes Frank up the side of Andy and gets the move done. Yes, no. Yes, he gets the move done. And now he's going to look to get past the Mercedes. Oh. Looks like Andy might come back at Frank. No, he's going to peel back behind as they go both ahead of the MGA driver. So there's Iker now into the bin. Simon staying out. Excuse me. Excuse me, UFRT bottle. Everyone's coming in for intermediates, but Simon is staying out. Oh, so is Optic. What the hell? Bro, what guys, why are you two staying out? Everybody else is into the pits, as the Goose is now into the pits. Like, that rain is coming down pretty hard. Let's go on board. Like, there's the rain. You can clearly see it. So, oh, is Job just going to come out ahead of Frank? Yes, he is. But will Frank get him on the exit? Frank's tyre should be already heated up perfectly already. But now Anton jumping Joe up, and Frank is going to try and go side by side with the TRS driver, but just couldn't get past. You can see all the puddles forming already. Frank all the way around the outside of turn number 6. We'll have the inside line for 7. Still side by side these two drivers are as we come through this chicane. Frank on the outside will have the inside line for this next corner. Will he get the power down earlier as we come around turn number 10? Still side by side these two are. Now Andy's going to try and get involved. We're going to have 3 wide and 10 lava. No, we're not. Frank though still on the inside though of Joe, trying to get ahead of the TRS driver. And it looks like he's got, oh, a bit of contact there. He's trying to get ahead, but they're still side by side, the two drivers are, as Iker's already got past Simon. Oh, still side by side these two are. More contact, slipping and sliding all over the place. More contact as Frank's still trying to go around the outside of Joe up, as they're still side by side, a bit side by side for most of the lap. And here we go then, Frank again up the inside here, turn 16, and this time we'll finally get the move done and dusted. Frank now up into P5 as he's about to catch his own teammate who really needs to pit now. Off the tyres. Oh, he's trying to get out of the way of everyone. and just doesn't quite get out the way quick enough. As Optic now into the pits. He should have come in the lap before. Same with Simon. They should have come in the lap prior. They would have been perfectly in this battle. But nope, they are not. And now Frank will try and catch Anton ahead, who's got the 3 seconds. But Job's going to come back at Frank as Job now gets 3 seconds for cutting a corner after contact with a bit of contact as well. Guys, if you want to catch second place, you need to stop fighting like this. Like, chill out. Like, if you want to catch Anton, this is not how you do it. Like, I would say at this point, Frank is clearly faster than Job. If I was TRS, I would have to be telling Job, use Frank. Oh, it's Frank now gets as well. Dang it, Frank! To be fair though, they can still catch Anton. Just like I said, Job needs to be patient. Yes, Mask could get a P2 out of this. But like, if I was Job, I'd be using Frank to catch Anton. Just use Frank. He's clearly faster than you, Job. Just be sensible about this. You don't need to start fighting. Just use Frank. Who's actually catching Anton. Ike Inters. Yes, everyone's on Inters now at this point. Everyone is on Inters. Ike just pit a lap later than everybody else, but Ike is 14 seconds up the road from these guys. I say Frank is really catching on to him quite quickly, and it is full wet now. The rain is fully here, and Job's lost a 1 second to Frank as well. Job been trying to keep up with Frank has actually cost him so much more. Because Mask is now right behind him. If Job makes a bigger gap between himself and Frank, obviously Frank could possibly keep a podium. But Mask will have to try and get past the TRS driver. As you know, we're going to ride on board with Mask as he tries to battle his way past the TRS driver. As you can see, there's a bit of a dry line where they're all driving. Oh, that's a bit wide there for Mask. Trying to get closer. Frank, I think, will catch Anton before the end of the race. As Eric picking up 3 seconds for track limits. I say, Mask is getting closer to Joe Up. If he can get ahead of Joe Up, then I believe he will pick up second place. But just put the gaps on. Yeah, he needs to get ahead of Joe Up to take second place away from his teammate. That's what he's going to try and do. I have damage. Yeah, I'll have a look see if Joe has. There's no damage on that car. There is no damage on that front wing. There is no visible damage on that front wing. There is no damage on that front wing. That is still there. Like I said, nothing has fallen off that car. Frank has almost caught up to Anton, by the way. Oh, Mask trying to go up the inside of Joe up there. Oh, sliding around. 2 laps to go, though, in this race. Probably Frank being rapid then. Yeah. Frank is rapid. I don't know what it is. Frank and these American tracks. Like, I'll tell you a little thing. We call Frank Tank the Vegas Merchant. I think you can probably guess why. I think you can probably guess why we call in TTN we all call Frank the Vegas Merchant. There is a reason why. He's also he's caught Anton as well. Like he's right up the diffuser of Anton. So if he gets ahead of Anton and breaks away a little bit, he could possibly keep second. Oh, Frank needs to get ahead of Anton. You know what, let's go on board with this fight. This is for a podium. These two fighting is probably thing. Right now, Frank probably is like, look at this. He's fighting with Anton. He's going to try and cut to the inside around 16. No, he's not. But Frank, as soon as he gets past Anton, he's just gone. He'll be gone. Like, as soon as he's just biding his time. He's going to probably try and do it into turn 1. Frank clearly liking these wet conditions more than anyone else. Because Joe Up is 2.2 behind now. And with Mask six times behind, as soon as Frank gets past Anton and gaps Anton by a little bit, Frank could possibly keep P2. He just needs to get past the Nero driver. Will he try to do it on the brakes into turn 1? No, not quite close enough. He needs to try and do it soon. Because we are on the last lap here. His last chance to probably get past Anton here will be on the main straights. Because if he wants second place, he needs to do it on the main straight. And then gap him through the entire last sector. Because right now, Frank will drop to P4. Right now, as it stands, like Frank's gonna have to try and do something. Anton gonna try and cover the inside line. Frank needs a decent exit here on the exit of this corner. Then he'll try and bolt past the Nero driver. He's gonna sit in the slipstream of Anton here. He's getting closer. He's gonna try and go around the outside of the Nero driver. Later on, both on the brakes at the same time. Frank trying to go around the outside of us. What's happened to Frank? Has he run out of fuel? What's happened there? Why was he ghosted? Oh, he's run out of fuel! Oh no, has Frank run out of fuel? I think he has. Oh no! Frank's run out of fuel. Yeah, I think he has. He must have done. He's just lost Anton so badly. No! No, Frank! Oh no! That's why he's trying to. That's why he's going so fast. He's burning the fuel and he's gonna drop behind. Oh. He'll keep P5, but still, Frank. Well, double podium for Nero, though. Frank running out of fuel. If Frank did run out of fuel on the last lap there, he would have got past Anton for second place. He would have had second. But the bugger ran out of fuel. Hot damn. Well, that sucks. Hey, P5s are still decent points for thing. That is very significant. That the points that TRS and Titan have got today, because TDR had one driver and he didn't finish, and TDR were 30 points ahead of Titan Esports, and Titan was 10 ahead of TRS. So this battle for P1 now between the three teams will be even closer now. So this is going to be interesting in the last few rounds. Because we're on round 7, we got 3 races left, so this is gonna come down possibly to the final race between the 3 teams. Oh, we're gonna have a spicy battle here in EFES. As we now go to final classifications, as Ike for Hyperdrive with the race victory ahead of Anton and Mask of Nero. Then Joe for TRS in 4th, then Frank for TTM, then Andy, Corner, Simon, Krill, Tio, Optic, then Kogus, Huggin, Bourbon Boy, Eric, Andy Danny, and then Lucas and Luton, obviously a lap down, and then the DNS were Rian, the Bard, Tsunami, and then R77 obviously crashing on the first lap. Probably not his own fault. as I'll bring up a calendar just quickly. Where's the calendar? Because I forgot what next. I'm pretty sure what is next. Oh, Christ. We're going to Mexico! We're literally just going a little bit down south to Mexico for next week, and then the week after it is Las Vegas, and then the week after that it will be in Dubai. So that is the rest of the calendar, as hopefully we should be finishing then, as that that is it from session. I can ignore that anyway. But anyway, that is it for today of round number 7 for EFERS, and I'll probably see you back here next week for F2, same time as today, 8 PM UK time on Tuesday evening. But without further ado, that's it from me, the Piney Penguin, and I will see you next time when I do the comms for this comp. See ya!